Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Set 300 years after the Calamity War, the organization Gjallarhorn and its noble families protect Earth and its colonies. Unfortunately, they also rule with an iron fist and are horrible, especially on Mars, which is in crippling poverty. A Martian noblewoman, Cadilla Ina Bernstein, personally sees the injustices on the people of Mars and wants to go to Earth to discuss independence. She hires a company to defend and transport her. Unfortunately, the night before she's meant to go, Eisenhorn finds her and attacks the base. But fortunately, the kids who are enslaved on the base decide to use this opportunity to rebel, freeing themselves and fighting off Eisenhorn with the confiscated relic Gundam Barbatos. The kids, now rebranded as Tekkaden,
鉄の花だ。決して散らない。鉄の花。
seek to continue their mission in bringing Cadelia to Earth and fighting for Martian independence, dealing with Eisenhorn along the way. Shenanigans and mecha battles ensue. And those mech battles are awesome. The mecha animation is very fast-paced and well done. Each mech battle is incredibly unique and has wonderful sound design to back it. Maybe being a little over the top, but they're still rad as hell to watch. The show is incredibly fast-paced, especially for an anime. The entire attack on the base happens in the first episode. In any other anime, that probably would have been the first 3 episodes. But the real heart of the show is Tekkaden themselves. The main character and pilot of Barbatos is Mikazuki August. After going through inhumane experiments when he was younger, he uses them to become a greater pilot. He does care a lot about his friends and team, but he doesn't have great social skills, and he has this really funny don't give a damn attitude to the villains.
我々は30分待とう。準備が整い次第。皆様のお話を最後までお聞きに。
Orga is Tekkaden's leader and Mika's best friend. He's very much Kamina from Gurren Lagann. Always here to inspire his comrades and look danger in the face and just smile. Him and Mika are great friends that do anything for each other. But he does get hit hard when his comrades do die, and people do die really bad in this show. Cadelia is also a great character who begins the series kind of naive, and then through a lot, and I do mean a lot, of self-doubt, and not knowing what to do, she eventually blossoms into the Maiden of Revolution and inspires people to rebel. Each character is incredibly lovable, and you want to see them succeed and fight against everyone's low expectations for them for being kids.
言っとくけど、俺は犠牲になんてなってないよ。俺と俺の仲間のためにできることをやってるだけだ。
I really did just enjoy every member of Tekkaden. Each member had their own viewpoint and personality that really showed how the group is really a family. Characters you wouldn't think would have a lot of depth end up having a lot of depth, to the point where you do feel bad when these people die. Characters you wouldn't think would be important become very important. Even with Eisenhorn, despite doing awful things, the characters do care for each other and have their own ideas of loyalty and honor, which is a sense of development you don't really see a lot in villains of these kind of shows. There's also a guy who's in a polyamorous relationship. That's awesome. What else is awesome is the soundtrack. All the incidental music by Masahiro Yokoyama you hear throughout the episodes is really good. The ending themes are very emotional and have great visuals. But the best song of the show is the first opening, Raise Your Flag by Man with a Mission, which is an awesome song that really gets you pumped for the show.
Raise your flag,
The mecha are incredibly diverse, and I just love each design. There really isn't a design in the series I don't like, but my favorite would probably just be the main Barbatos. Even Eisenhorn's generic foot soldier stormtroopers look awesome. The show is more character-driven than mecha-driven. Even the big gimmick of the toy line that you can interchange the parts between the mecha is a subtle one and also makes perfect sense for Tekkaden to reuse parts from different people they defeat. No surprise, the series has been dubbed into English by Funimation. This is honestly a wonderful dub, where every character sounds exactly how you would think. In particular, I really like Johnny on Bosch as Orga, Eric Kiemerer as Biscuit, yes that's his actual name, and Cassandra Lee Morris's very innocent voice for Atra, which fits the character perfectly. The politics of the show might be a little much for some people, but honestly to me, I find the politics of the show very interesting and still relevant to our world. A band of brothers fighting for their rights, and with a very bittersweet ending. It really reminds me of The Expanse with its politics, and Gurren Lagann with everything else. There's not really that much bad about the series, and I highly recommend it to even people not fans of Gundam. 10 out of 10.